嘿，大家好，欢迎大家看今天的 Learn with John，雅思口语直播。所以，现在已经有9个人，所以应该等一会儿再开始练习英语。在我们等其他人过来的时候，我要谈论一个话题，就是你看英语电视节目、看英语电视剧、看英语电影来学习英语的时候，当然不要看中文字幕，我每个礼拜都做小组准备雅思的口语课，然后每一次有新的学生上课的时候，我都问他，你一般来说是怎么学习英语？你每天做什么事情学习英语？然后绝大部分都没有怎么关注我公众号，所以都不太理解如何学习英语，所以绝大部分都是每天用雅思教材准备雅思。然后大家应该，如果你看这些直播，你应该已经知道我不推荐那样准备雅思，我推荐通过看、听和读大量的很多的英语母语人会看的母语级别的英语内容来准备雅思，或者来提高你的英语。然后如果你的英语水平提高，你的雅思分数会伴随。所以我在那些小组课的时候，跟那些学生说话的时候，一直会问他们你如何学习英语，然后通常他们会说到他们用的那些雅思教材，然后我会问你从来不看英语的电视吗？看英语的电影吗？然后有的学生看，其他学生不看，也许50%左右会看美剧，或者会看不同类型的英语电视剧、电视节目、真人秀节目、脱口秀，不同类型的。但是有时候我忘记问他们一个很关键的问题，那就是你看那些东西的时候，看什么类型的字幕？你是看英文字幕，还是看中文字幕，还是什么字幕都不用？那就是很关键。因为如果你在看英语的时候，你看英语的电影或者电视的时候，看中文字幕，那学习效果一点都没有，那个一点都没有用，一点都没有，你基本上在浪费你的时间。因为每一次你看那个东西的时候，你看到那些中文字幕，你看到那些中文的时候，一点都不会想到那些演员在说什么。所以看中文字幕的时候，那个英语你听的那个英语就是像噪音一样，大多数时候你一点都不会想到他们具体的说什么，你只会看那些中文字幕，然后你脑子一直会想到中文，然后那些英文的单词、英文的表述，你就进不到你的大脑，所以没有什么学习效果。我经常遇到一些英语学生，然后问他们如何学习英语。有时候我会遇到一个英语水平不太高的人，然后问他你是不是看电影、看电视之类的，然后他说对，我每天都看，但是虽然最近几年每天都看，我英语没有这么进步。然后过了一段时间以后，我就会发现是因为他每天看的都是用中文字幕看，所以很明显不会有任何效果，一点效果都没有。有一些学生觉得，因为在国内看英语内容的时候，只能用国内的一些网站，然后那些网站一直有中文字幕，然后那些字幕你关掉不了，所以所有他们看的内容都有中文字幕，所以他们觉得没办法，我必须看有中文字幕的内容。 那个是一个很容易解决的问题。那个你只要做的就是像这样，就是用一页纸，然后把它放在你屏幕上面的部分，然后你就看不到那些字幕，所以那个也是一个很容易解决的问题。所以如果你不用 VPN，我推荐人人都应该用 VPN， 但是如果你就不能用 VPN， 然后你必须用那些国内的网站来看英语的内容的话，然后如果他们全部都要中文字幕，你只要把一页纸放在屏幕上，然后看不到那些字幕，问题就解决了。OK。所以已经有10几个人，20人不到，所以可以做我们今天的第一个英语挑战。所以这一句话有一个很常见的错误。所以我们今天的第一个挑战就是找出这个句子的错误，然后写一个正确的表达同样的意思的英语句子。所以 this sentence is, I often hang out with my friends to go shopping. I often hang out with my friends to go shopping. 我经常听学生这样说，然后这样说不对，所以这句话应该怎么说？有一些可以用不同的方法表达那个意思，但是绝对不能说 I often hang out with my friends to go， 那个不能说。所以你知道怎么说的话，可以给我学一下。然后第一个回答正确的学生就可以做我们今天的第一个回答 Part 1问题的学生。所以已经有一个学生回答 I often hang out with my friends and go shopping with them. Yeah, I often hang out with my friends and go shopping. OK， 两个学生都很聪明，两个都对，但是 Sherry 稍微快一点，所以 Sherry 就是第一个回答对的。然后还有其他的可以表达同样的意思的方法。Sherry 写的很好 ，I often hang out with my friends and go shopping with them。然后 Mia 也对 ，I often hang out with my friends and go shopping 也可以。还有其他的说法吗？有一个人说 wait for what？ 为什么要等？还有学生说 I often hang out with my friends for shopping。No， 我们不能说 for shopping。Yeah， no， 我不知道为什么，但是我们不能那样说。Mia 和 Sherry 写的就对，然后也可以说I often hang out with my friends and we go shopping together。那样也可以，也可以说 my friends and I go shopping together， 都意思都差不多一样。OK， 所以 Sherry 是我们今天的第一个学生，所以 Sherry 你准备好的话可以就说一下。OK， right. So Sherry, your topic for part 1 is about new activities. So doing new activities. All right. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, John.
Question number 1. Do you like to try new activities?
Oh, yes, I do. I'm a person who would love to try new things, and I would love to hang out with my friends. And sometimes we do try some new activities.
Why?
Because if you hang out with your friends and you just do the activities that you always do, you will get bored, and sometimes you couldn't have fun with them. So I would love to try some new activities.
What kind of activities do you enjoy doing?
Oh, let me see. Mostly it's something for entertainment. For example, we usually go to see a movie, or go shopping, or just eat out. And sometimes we will find some other some other place to have some special activities. For example, we could play detective, and maybe sometimes we could go some playground.
Okay. What activities did you do when you were a child?
Well, when I was a child, I usually just play the games that the children would like. Let me see. Oh, it's a long time. Sometimes we draw some pictures together, and sometimes we throw the bag. I don't know if you know this game. It's a traditional game, or it's very popular among Chinese children.
Okay. And the last question: do you prefer to try new activities? Do you prefer to try new activities alone or with friends?
Well, I would love to try them with my friends. Because sometimes you don't know what this activity would be like, and if you could try the new things with your friends, you could help each other, and sometimes it's just fun enough when you play with your friends.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks, Sherry. All right, so Sherry,我在 CC Talk 有一个叫做中式英语粉推机的课程，你听说过吗？
有。
OK， 你学过吗？学过没有？
没有。
OK， 就是你刚刚做了一个很好的推广那个课程的广告，因为你翻了好多个那个课程谈论和那个课程解决的 tool. Right, most serious one, Cherry, because you said this 4 times, I think. Let's see, and I talk about this almost every week in this Dribble. I talk about the same problem. So,
really?
Question number 1, right? Do you like to try new activities? I would love to try them. I would love to hang out with friends. And then.
I know.
And question number 4. Do you prefer to try new activities alone or with new friends? I would love to try them with new friends. Question number 3 was, what activities did you do when you were a child? You said, I played some games that children would like. So you know.
Yes, I know. Would like to is different from like.
It is right. So what should you say? Sherry, do you like to try new things?
Yes, I like to try new things.
Okay. Do you like to hang out with friends?
Yes, I like to hang out with my friends.
Okay. Do you prefer to try new activities alone or with friends?
I like to try new things with my friends.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Right. So that's one thing, right?
It's so hard to correct myself with this problem.
Okay. Well, one thing you can do is.
That's the same. I naturally say this.
Okay. Well, are you using Anki, Sherry?
Yes, I do.
So, have you put some sentences in Anki, like this?
Yes, I do. Sometimes I don't. When I 有的时候我遇到我不会的单词，我就会放在里边，然后有例句的。
Okay. 但是比如说我刚刚纠正的这些句子，你也会放进 Anki 吗
？No.
Okay， 那是你应该做的。然后
Just hard words.
No， 不，这是你应该每个礼拜练习写作，然后让一个英语母语人修改你的写作，然后那些被修改的句子 全部都要，不是全部的，但是重要的你会以后用的句子，都要放进 Anki， 然后这些你练习口语的时候，跟母语人练习口语的时候，他纠正错误的时候，全部都要放进 Anki，然后大多数你做的 Anki，句子卡应该是input cards，但是这些应该是 output cards，这些关于纠正你一直犯的错误的Anki 卡应该是 output cards。你知道 input cards 和 output cards 的区别吗？
No.
Okay, input cards， 所以 input cards，an input card 就是那篇卡的正面会有一句外语，然后后面会有帮你理解那句话的一些消息，比如说一个关键单词的翻译，或者那整句话的翻译，或者一个关键单词的英语定义，或者一个图片，任何可以帮助你理解它的正面的句子的消息可以放在它的背面，那就是一个 input card， 然后 an output card， 那就是它的正面会有一句中文，然后背面会有那句话的英文 ，OK？
I see.
OK， 对，大多数你做的 OK， 大多数你做的 Anki 卡应该是 input card， 但是这些如果你想纠正一个你常犯的错误的话，应该用 output card， right？ Okay, right. Another thing from 中学英语范围机 you said in the second answer you said we might go some playground. So I don't think you go to playgrounds, Sherry.
No, I don't mean that.
So okay, what do you mean? Do you think?
游乐园.
Oh, okay. So does anybody know how can she say that in English? Emma has a good one. Yeah, Emma has a good one. Fairground, well done. Fairground. Julia, well done. Yeah. Amusement park, well done.
Oh.
Or you can say theme park. Theme park is another good one.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So it kind of depends. If it's pretty small, then a fairground is probably right. And if it's very big, like Disneyland, then it's a theme park or an amusement park.
Okay, thank you.
So then a playground. So a playground is completely different. A playground is where little children go to play, and there's usually sand, very small. There's usually sand, and there's usually little things for them to climb up on, and usually a slide and some swings. That's a playground.
Okay, I see.
Okay, right. So that's number 2. And no, in question number 4, another thing from 中学英语范围机 英语范围机的课程 you said when so the question was, do you prefer to try new activities alone or with friends? And you said something when you play with your friends. Do you know what the problem is there, Sherry?
I should use I?
No, you is okay. You're just saying no. You is okay
with
there.
Your friends.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's the problem.
There is a.
Oh, no,
if you were no, Sherry, how old are you again? How old are you?
How old? I'm 24.
24. Okay, so if you were 4.
Oh, I shouldn't use play.
Okay.
I see.
Exactly. Yeah. If you were 4, that sentence would be okay. If you were 8, that sentence would be okay. But if you're 24, that sentence sounds weird. Okay. So so how can we say that? So then, if you're 24, how can you say 我跟朋友一起玩的时候?
I know the phrase hang out.
Okay. Good. So
but this is the only one I know.
Okay. So give me the sentence.
Else?
Okay. Probably the best one is hang out. When you hang out with your friends, and it depends. If you like 出去玩, then that's when you go out with your friends. And then apart from that, it's usually it depends on the activity. So whatever activity we do, we'd say that, like when you go shopping with your friends, when you meet your friends for coffee, when you go to the movies with your friends, or something like that. And somebody there, I think it's Jason, says, or no, I'm not sure who that is, but somebody is right, and they said, spend time with friends. That's a good one as well. When you spend time with friends or hang out with friends, they're all okay.
I see.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay, thanks, Sherry. All right. So I really recommend you do that course, because there's probably, if you make these 3 mistakes, and there's 50 mistakes, you're probably making a lot more of them as well, that you don't notice.
Yes,
okay?
I see. I'll consider that. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Sherry. All right, cool. Okay, so okay. 所以已经有6个人在讲，然后还有其他人想回答这些同样的 Part 1 问题吗？所以都是关于 new activities。没有吗？只有这2个人，只有这6个人。Okay, I'm gonna pick a random person, and I'm going to go with number 6. Yeah. I'm trying to turn on your microphone, but it takes a moment. Okay. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Faye. Hello.
Okay.
Good evening.
Hi, Faye. Okay. Nice to talk to you. Okay. So, Faye,
Hey.
do you like to try new activities?
For me, I'm really into new activities, because it's give me a thrilling experience for me, because I am a person who like challenging for my life, and work. So I like something new. I like challenging things.
What kind of activities do you enjoy doing?
Pardon? Sorry. Yeah. Yes, I like some. Yeah. Maybe it's a different from others. I like some sports, especially the extreme sports like bungee jumping. Yeah, I like that kind of activities, because it's a kind of way of relaxing myself. Yeah, I think it's both. Although it's adventurous, although it's dangerous, but I think it's a good way of to finding myself.
What activities did you do when you were a child?
Because I'm a very as a child I'm very naughty. I was so naughty, so I just I was running all the day on the playground with my buddies, with my friends, and just make some funny games like hide and seek. You know, hide and seek. Yeah, it's so funny for every child, I think.
Okay. And the last question. Do you prefer to try new activities alone or with friends?
I'm not younger anymore, so for me, I prefer to try some new activities alone, not with my friends, because you know some of my friends, like the girlfriends who always who have they are so stuffy. They are so trouble in something, you know. Then maybe they are. I think it's too dangerous for me to have to do the jumping, to do the bungee jumping. So they don't like. They're not keen on the sports, the extreme sports. So for me, I would like to try this thriller things. So I would like to do this alone, not with my friends.
Okay. Thank you, Faye. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, Faye. So let's see. Can you repeat again the last sentence? What was the last sentence you just said there? The last
sentence.
Yeah, just now.
Okay. I just said I prefer to do the things alone.
Okay, good.
Alone.
But you didn't say, good. Okay, that's your idea, that's right. But you didn't say I prefer, you said something else. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, I can't remember. Sorry.
Okay, I remember. Did anybody, maybe somebody else at home remembers? What did Faye say in her last two sentences? What did she say? And did anybody hear?
I prefer.
You didn't say I prefer to do it alone. That would have been correct. What you said was I would like to do these things alone. I would like to do these trilling things or something like that, and I would like to do this alone. So I just talked about this. I just talked to Sherry about this same thing. So again, Faye, we should not say I would like to do these things alone. What should we say?
I prefer to do.
Good. Or we could say.
I would rather to do. I would rather do.
Okay, that's okay too, right? Yeah, good. That's okay too, right? Good. And what if you just wanted to say 我喜欢做? How would you say that?
Pardon? Sorry, pardon.
How would you say 我喜欢做哪些事情?
我喜欢. Okay. I can. Something coming in my mind. I'm a big fan of doing something. I'm a big fan of extreme sports. Yeah.
Okay. How would you say 我喜欢学习英语?
I'm keen on studying English. But
how is that?
Yeah.
Okay. How would you say 我喜欢吃米饭? How would you say it?
I fancy
So what's
eating.
the simplest way? The simplest way, Faye. The simplest way. 最简单的表达这个意思的.
I like eating.
Oh, I like. Exactly. Well done. I like. So this is what you mean. It's not I would like to do this alone. It's I like to. I like to do this alone.
Oh.
It's I like to try new.
I got it.
I like to try new things. Okay. So not I would like. Right. That's number one.
Okay.
Let's see. Right. So be careful. So many students have the same mistake. When they should be saying I like, they put in this would that is not necessary. And examiners hear this every day, 50 times every day. So if you're taking the IELTS exam, it's going to make a very bad impression on your examiner. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. There was a little bit of a logical problem in your second answer, Faye. So the second question was, what kinds of activities do you enjoy doing? And you said, I'm different from other people. I like to do extreme sports. For example, bungee jumping. I like to go bungee jumping.
Yeah.
But I don't think that makes logical sense, Faye. Can you think of why? Why am I saying that doesn't make logical sense?
What kind of activities do you enjoy doing? Bungee jumping is not logical.
Don't think so. So think about the question as though the question was. The question basically is, 你平时喜欢做哪些事情? That's basically what that question is. So what kind of activities do you enjoy? It's not like what kind of amazing activities do you enjoy doing? It's not like what kind of unusual activities do you enjoy doing? It's just
I got it.
Do you enjoy doing?
Yeah, I got it. I can say I usually work out in a gym. I usually do a lot of exercises, like jogging, like yoga.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Because how many times have you gone bungee jumping, Faye?
Maybe once a year.
Have you ever gone bungee jumping? Have you ever done that?
Yeah. I have. I have done it.
How many times?
Only twice.
2 times. Twice. Okay. Yeah. So it's not an activity that you kind of regularly enjoy doing, and this is the question here. What kind of activities do you enjoy doing? So as you said, going running, going to the gym, or whatever you like doing, that would make more sense. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, and one last correction. So from the third question. So the third question is, what activities did you do when you were a child? So this is another correction from my course, 中学英语分水记. I'm not trying to deliberately do an ad for this course, but you're just giving me these opportunities today. So you said I would make some funny games. Make some funny games. Or when I was young, we used to make some funny games. So first of all, it's we wouldn't say make a game. What's the verb do you think that goes with a game? So not make a game, but
play game. Yeah, play game.
Yeah, play game. Play game. Good. Right. Okay. And next, so that's one thing. Then next, it's not funny. We wouldn't say funny games. I guess you mean like hawan de yoshi.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
So funny is not. So that's not really how. So what? So no, it's not really funny. Funny is more like 很幽默, 很滑稽, something like that. 很搞笑. That's funny. And
yeah.
then interesting is more like interesting is something that teaches you something.
Okay,
Right?
some fun things.
Yeah, and interesting is something that you like learn from. So a game. Some people are telling us the answer here. So yeah, Julia, Sherry, Mia, you're all correct. So it's a fun game. Fun. So,
fun game.
Yeah, exactly. Fun is like kind of hawan. That's kind of fun. So for example, basketball is fun. Basketball is fun. It's not funny. It's not funny. Fun. Going to the gym, or let's say, what else? Maybe going running for you. You like running, so running is fun, but it's not funny. It's fun. It's enjoyable.
Yeah,
okay.
Running is fun.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks for your answers. All right. Thank you. Talk to you later. All right. So we've got 10 people now. Let me get another 1 or 2 people to answer this. So I'm going to go with number 1, and that's Mia.
Hi, John.
Hello, Mia. Hi. Okay, Mia. So the same questions for you. So do you like to try new activities?
Yeah, I do. I like doing some new activities because it can help me develop a new skill and interest. And new activities always means it is most activities are teamwork, so I can make different people. I can make friends with different people, and this kind of activities can add spice to my life. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of activities do you enjoy doing?
In my daily life, I always sing a movie with my friends or go shopping, and sometimes I do some exercises like jogging, running, and doing yoga. Yeah, that kind of things.
Okay. What activities did you do when you were a child?
When I was a child, I always cycled with my friends because my parents sometimes don't have time to take me to school, so I have to learn how to cycle. So this is a main activity I always did in my childhood.
Yep. Last question. Do you prefer to try new activities alone or with friends?
I prefer to try some new activities with my friends because if I do some new activities alone, maybe I will give up, and if I do some new things with my friends, we can have fun. And if we have some problems about these new activities, like we didn't know, like we didn't know the activities rules, we can discuss and find a solution of it. Yeah.
Thank you, Mia. Okay, thank you. All right, Mia, pretty good. That was pretty good. So a lot of good sentences there. Well done. And your answers all made sense, and you had some good expressions in your answers. Your fluency was pretty good in your answers. So overall, pretty good. Well done. Those answers made sense.
Thank you.
You also had a good expression that I want to share with everybody. Maybe I will give up. So I can't remember what you said. It was something like I think it was if I do this activity alone, maybe I will give up. So that's a good expression to give up doing something. Well done. Just a couple of, so you had, I noticed 3 pronunciation errors. So let's go through these words because this is probably your biggest issue, and some pronunciation errors. First of all, this word.
Exercises.
So it's so what you're saying is exercises. So it should be exercises. Exercises. So it's exercises.
Exercises.
That's better. Good.
Exercise.
Okay. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay, good. And then the next one is
Jogging.
so you're kind of putting in an N sound. You're saying jogging. So it's jogging.
Jogging.
Yeah.
Jogging.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Jogging. Yeah, good. Okay.
Jogging.
And then
Problem.
that's right. Exactly. Yeah. So sometimes I notice when you're, because Mia is one of the students in my as well in our group classes, and sometimes I haven't corrected this before, Mia, but I notice sometimes when you're saying problem, you forget the R and you say problem. So
Yeah.
be careful of that. Okay, right. So anyway, you're right. It is problem. Okay. The only other thing I want to talk about is, let's see, the third question. What activities did you do when you were a child? So you forgot the past a little bit in this. You forgot to use the past tense in this one, Mia. So for example, you said, my parents don't have time. My parents don't have time.
My parents didn't have time.
Exactly. My parents didn't have time. And you said, I have to learn. I had to learn. Exactly. I had to learn. Okay. So those are just some little issues, little pronunciation things, and just that thing about the past there, Mia. But a lot more good things than bad things in your answer, Mia. A lot of good vocabulary and good sentences in your answer. So well done. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to get one more student for this topic, and I'm going to choose someone at random, which is number 5. Who is number 5? And so May. Hello, May. Can you hear me? Hi. Hi. Okay, May. So yes, I can hear you fine. Yeah. So same questions for you. So do you like to try new activities?
Well, it depends. If the activities don't make me, to have to go outside. If I just to stay at home and to finish these activities, that's quite good for me. But if I have to go out of my room, no, never.
What kind of activities do you enjoy doing?
Well, if I could say sleeping is a kind of activity, that's my perfect activity for me. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're not saying anything.
No.
All right, let's move on to the next question. What activities did you do when you were a child?
Oh, when I was a child, I searched my, all my memories, and I think when I was a child, especially before high school, didn't do any sports because I was lazy and not so healthy at that time. And my teachers were not, willing to force me to do any sports. So all the activities maybe just all about study.
And do you prefer to try new activities alone or with friends?
It depends, because if the activities were, if all of my friends and we were all interested in a new activity, of course, I will try with my friends. But if not, I'm not willing to, to force my friends to do something only I am interested in.
Okay. Thanks, Mia. All right. Sorry. Thanks, May. Okay. All right. So that was a good sentence there at the end. So I'm going to write that sentence down for everybody because everybody should know this sentence or know how to say this sentence. So you said, I'm not willing to force my friends to do something. What I think was not willing to force my friends to do something they're not interested in. So that was very good, Mia. Well done. I'm not. So first of all, I'm not willing to do something. That's good. And then to force my friends to do something, that's good as well. So there were a couple of good collocations that you put together there, and that was a good sentence. But Mia, sorry, I keep calling you Mia. It's not Mia. May. But May, some of your other answers were too short. Okay? Some of your other answers were too short. So are you going to take the IELTS exam, May? Are you preparing for IELTS?
I'm not very sure. Maybe next year.
Okay, so you are right. Well, if in the IELTS exam, if the examiner asks you a question, and then you answer the question, and you just stop, and the examiner is just looking at you, that means keep talking. That means keep talking. Remember, this is an examination of your English. Okay, not of the examiner's English, not of my English, of your English. So keep talking until the examiner asks you another question. Okay, and so don't just stop. You didn't give enough information. Like in the second. So the second question, what kind of activities do you enjoy doing? You just basically said, well, if sleeping is an activity, then that's the one I enjoy doing most, or something like that. So it's just like one sentence or maybe two sentences. That's not enough. That's not enough, mate. So you've got to give more information. And anyway, sleeping, no, that's not an activity, by the way. No, it's not. So no. So that was the worst answer, but also there were some other answers where you should have given more information. Like, for example, the third answer. So what activities did you do when you were a child? What activities did you do when you were a child? You said, I didn't do any sports when I was a child. But that's not the question, May. That's not the question. The question was not what sport did you play when you were a child. It was what activities did you do when you were a child. So not all activities are sports. So reading is an activity. Watching movies is an activity. Playing video games is an activity. Lots and lots of things are activities. So I'm sure you must have done something. You probably watched some cartoons, probably read comic books, maybe, I don't know what, maybe you played computer games. I don't know what you did. Maybe you played with your friends, just ran around with your friends when you were very young. I don't know, May, but you probably did something. And even if you didn't do any sports, that doesn't matter because the question is about activities, not about sports. Is that clear?
Okay, get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, and then the last thing was just about question number 1. So a couple of little vocabulary things from the first question. So the question was, do you like to try new activities? And you said, I think it was something like, as long as I can stay at home to finish the activity. And so it's not finish the activity, finish. And so finish in English is a bit different from 完成 in Chinese. So in English, finish generally just means like 把一个你几乎已经完成的事情做完. So it's kind of different from Chinese. So in Chinese, you might say, for example, 完成一个任务. But in English, we usually say do a task. Unless we particularly wanted to emphasize that we were just doing the last bit of a task, then we would say finish. But usually we would say do a task. And it's the same here with activity. So it's probably not to finish the activity. It's probably to do the activity. As long as I could stay at home and do the activity is probably what you meant there. And then the last thing you said, if I don't like, or something, I don't like to go out of my room. Go out of my room. I don't think you mean room. I think you mean something else. Maybe not room.
Actually, I mean room.
Okay, so okay, so to explain then to everybody, because a lot of people are confused about the difference between room and home. Just explain that to everybody, so in case some people are confused about that. May.
I didn't get you.
So 你可以解释一下 home 和 room 的区别。
I mean, for me, home is like there are 3 or 4 rooms in my home, but my room is only my room. So actually, I do mean I don't want to step out of my own room.
Okay, so you don't even want to go to the sitting room.
Yep.
Okay, all right, okay, so yeah, so that's it. So you're right, that's the difference between room and home. Well done. Okay, that's it for you, May. Thank you very much. Cool. Okay, talk to you later. All right, bye bye. Okay, 所以我们马上就开始练习 Part 2，但是有一两个人问我问题，我去看一下。I want to know how you practice your Chinese. Well, I don't practice very much, but I do. So every week I write an article on Weixin. So my Weixin公众号 is Learn with John. So I write an article on Weixin, and then I talk to Lynn. We usually communicate in Chinese, and that's about it. That's probably everything now, because I would like to have more, to practice Chinese more, but I'm studying Japanese now, so I don't have time, because I spend most of my free time studying Japanese, so I don't have time to practice my Chinese. I would like to have more time, because I would like to make it better, but I don't have time. So apart from talking to Lynn and writing one article every week, and sometimes I make videos as well. You can see my videos on Bilibili. I make those videos in Chinese, and apart from that, I don't really do much to practice Chinese. Okay, right, so we can go on to our second challenge. Right, so the topic we're going to be talking about in Part 2 today, our Part 2 topic. Okay, 有一个人问问题，我以后会回答那个问题。Okay, so the topic we're going to be talking about in Part 2 today is this topic: describe a good decision you made recently. But our challenge, so before we practice that topic, I want to do a little challenge, a little competition. And the challenge is, so of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 possible ideas, or 5 possible topics, or 5 possible answers, which of them are appropriate? Which of them are reasonable, logical, appropriate answers to enter this topic? 所以我们今天在 Part 2，我们以后练习 Part 2的时候，今天有练习的话题就是 describe a good decision you made recently。所以你最近做过的一个好的决定。然后我给你们写5个不同学生，我听过的不同准备雅思的学生。说出的回答这个话题的 idea 或者的概念，然后不是所有都是合理的，不是所有都是就是主要逻辑性的，或者就是可以用来回答这个话题的 idea， 所以我要大家看一下，然后看在这5个话题中有哪一些是好的，哪一些是可以用来回答这个关于 a good decision 的话题。Okay, so we've already got one answer. So somebody says number 3, number 4, and 5. So 3 is breaking up with an ex-boyfriend. 4 is a decision I made to quit my job, and 5 is a decision to join a singing competition. Oh yeah, okay. 我忘记一件事情，一件很关键的事情。所以有一些是合理的，但是英语表达不对，所以有一些是合理的，然后英语正确的，还有一些是英语正确的，但是逻辑不好，还有一些是那个逻辑有逻辑的，但是英语表达的不正确，所以有3种类型的，然后你们要教出的就是英语正确，然后也是具有逻辑性的，所以还有一个学生说4 and 5， so 4 is quit my job, 5 is join a singing competition. Somebody else says 3, 4, and 5. Somebody else says singing competition and breaking up with boyfriend. Other people are saying 3 and 2. So nobody's right so far. Nobody is right. Another person saying 4 and 5. Then somebody called Frank is saying 3 and 4. I'm going to talk about breaking up with my ex-boyfriend. I'm going to talk about the decision I made to quit my job. Frank, good job. Well done, buddy. Well done. Good job. So Frank is right. Frank is correct. So those 2, so So those two. Number 3, I'm going to talk about breaking up with my ex-boyfriend, and number 4, I'm going to talk about a decision I made to quit my job. Those are correct. Those are so the English is correct and the logic is correct. So let's look at the other ones. Why are they not correct? Number 1, I'm going to talk about a decision I made to prepare a test. So what's wrong there? What's wrong there? This one is,所以这个第一个 prepare a test 逻辑没问题，但是英语有问题。所以那一句话的英语问题在哪里？所以不是 prepare a test， 应该是 well done. Yeah, we've got one student who has it right. Yeah, prepare for a test. 所以yeah 应该是 prepare for a test. 所以你可以用准备一个考试来回答这个话题，但是要记得不是 prepare a test， 是 prepare for a test。 OK， 然后第二个 I'm going to talk about a self-drive tour I made. A self-drive tour I made. 这个有很多问题，所以self-drive tour 英语没有那个表述，所以那个人然后我们也不可以说 to make a tour， 那不是一个词语搭配，所以然后也还有一个人说那个不是一个决定，也有道理，那个也不一定是一个决定，所以不管怎么样，那个人应该说的就是 I'm going to talk about a time I decided to go on a holiday in my car or something like that. I'm going to talk about a time when I decided to go on holiday by car. Or I'm going to talk about a time when I decided to go on a driving holiday. Although that's also a bit weird. I think maybe the best thing is I'm going to talk about a time when I decided to go on a holiday by car. There's no such thing as self-drive tour. And so the third one is okay, as I said, that one is okay. The fourth one is okay. And then the fifth one, again, a mistake, English mistake. So I'm going to talk about my decision to join a singing competition. And we wouldn't really say join a competition. It's not join a competition. So what could we say? Instead of saying join a singing competition, what's the verb that we should say for competition? Somebody saying join in, not perfect. I don't think that's what we would usually say. And somebody saying involve in, no, lead. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, lead, that's good. To enter a singing competition. And some other people are saying participate in, take part in. Very good. Any of those are okay. So we can say to take part in a singing competition, to enter a singing competition, to participate in a singing competition. Any of those would be okay. Say to join a singing competition. To join a singing competition is not really correct. Okay, so our okay, so the winner of the competition is Frank. So Frank, you can be the first one to enter our part 2 today. But let's see. But we're gonna, before we go on to part 2, let's see. Somebody has asked a question. OK， 所以有一个学生想知道，如果在考试的过程中，考官打断你说话，那个就意味着他很不满意，然后你的分数，因为他打断你，他就意味着你的分数会很低。No， 还是不是这个意思？我说的时候，也被打断，也就是那个意思。所以 no 不一定，因为有很多原因，考官打断考生有很多理由。一个就是跟时间有关，因为 Part 1考试 Part 1只能持续5分钟，所以他在那5分钟之内必须问一定数量的问题。所以如果他觉得他还没有问了足够的问题，然后他看5分钟快到了，他也是会打断你，为了再问那个问题，所以那是一个原因。另外一个原因就是，如果你没有理解问题，如果你开始回答你被问的问题，然后他知道你很明显没有理解过那个问题的意思，他也是会打断你，然后会再问那个问题。但是大多数时候就是跟时间有关，因为考官在 Part 1必须问至少7到8个问题，在那5分钟之内， 至少7到8个问题，然后在 Part 3应该问至少5到6个问题，所以有时候他打断那个原因跟你英语的发挥跟你说的英语没有关系，只是因为他必须继续问问题，然后他到那个时候问的问题不够多，所以他只是必须打断你为了再问那个问题。Okay. Right. So let's see. So anyway, so so we're going to go on to part 2 now. So I'll give you a little bit more time. I think you're probably already ready for this part 2 because we've been thinking about it for a little while. So I'm going to give you 30 more seconds to prepare, and then I'm going to get Frank. If Frank wants to answer this question, I'll ask you first. But I'll give everybody 30 seconds more to prepare, and let me send you the full topic. So the full topic, here it is. So a good decision you made recently, and there are the 4 points. So I'll give you 30 seconds more. Okay, time up. So I'm going to get Frank to be the first one to answer this topic. Hello, Frank.
Hey, John, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. Yeah, very good. Okay, Frank, so tell us about a good decision that you made recently.
All right, a little bit nervous here. So I'm going to talk about my decision that I made recently to actually quit my job. Well, actually, it was not so recently. It happened about a couple of months ago, I guess. I used to be a nurse. I worked in America as a registered nurse for roughly 1 year after I graduated from the University of Iowa in Iowa State. You know, in the nursing school, especially in Western medicine, people always tell you to remain critical thinking, to not exactly follow the doctor's order and always, advocate for the patient, that kind of thing. So I thought that was kind of the career for me. But when I actually got into the hospital, I realized that every hospital has its own protocols and things you should follow. And actually, I was just working like a machine. I followed the doctor's orders and did whatever they wanted. And the unit that I worked on was always about quality improvement and data, that kind of thing. So I thought it wasn't really the best job for me. So I decided to, probably come back home and explore some other possibilities. One, because I didn't really like the job. It wasn't really what I'd expected. And two, I am the only child of my parents. So I want to stay around them, stay next to them, and in case something emergent happens. So, and actually I came back before the COVID-19, which was probably the good time for me to come back, because if I wanted to come back, if I had decided to come back after the COVID-19 outbreak happened, I wouldn't have come back so successfully, with all the traffic control and kind of
thing. Thank you. Okay, thanks, Frank. That's 2 minutes. Well done. Okay, very good. Excellent quality of English. Well done. Just give me 1 second. Okay, very good job, Frank. So a lot of good sentences there, a lot of good collocations, very natural English, very high level, generally high level of English, and also a lot of high level collocations that you used accurately. So you've got a very good knowledge of English vocabulary and you know how to use appropriate words when you're talking. And so well done. It seemed like that was not difficult for you, that it was pretty easy for you to talk about that experience. You weren't struggling to find words. and pretty much the vast majority of the words you used were appropriate, and the vast majority of the sentences that you said were correct. Also, you maintained a good rhythm, a good tempo, and you didn't make any noticeable pronunciation mistakes. So very good, very high level answer there. Well done. I want to write down a few of the phrases Frank said there, so that other students can learn them, because Frank produced a lot of good phrases there, and I've recorded a few of them. For example, you said every hospital has its own protocols. Excellent. So protocols are kind of like rules, or kind of like ways of doing things. And so Frank used that word very well there. And you said you wanted to come back to explore other possibilities. Very good. Good collocation again. To explore a possibility, or to explore some possibilities. A very good collocation. Well done. So a lot of good stuff, Frank. For a while, I thought you weren't going to make. I was afraid you weren't going to make any mistake. You talked for a long time, and there were no mistakes. So I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to help you with anything. But there was a couple of little things. So you said about remain. They told me that I had to remain critical thinking. Remain critical thinking.
Yeah.
So
I doubted about that a little bit, but I just let it slip out of my tongue.
Yeah, sure. You probably couldn't find a word, and I understand. It's kind of even me. I'm kind of struggling to find a word for that. But
I didn't want to say remain judgmental, because that probably doesn't mean the same. But I couldn't find the right word. Yeah.
It's probably not judgmental is right. So you could say maybe remain critical. Remain critical.
Okay.
Because remain doesn't go with thinking. But you could say remain critical. You could say maybe keep an open mind as well. Keep an open mind, so that you just don't listen to what the doctor says. I think probably those are the best ways to say that. To remain critical. So Lee has an idea to keep thinking critically. Yeah, that's a good one actually. Yeah, if you kind of change it around, that would tidy up the grammar of it. So they told me to keep thinking critically. Well done. Okay, that was very good. Just one, let's see, then near the end, you had a couple of other little things. Like you said, in case something emergent happens. In case something emergent happens. So not emergent. So you're kind of confusing emergency. So there is the word emergency, but there's no adjective emergent, or there is an adjective emergent, but
so emergent is more like emerging industry emerging. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
So it's not something emergent. So we could say if an emergency happens.
Okay. I was trying to go for emergency, but then doesn't really connect with the sentence, so I changed my mind and switched it.
So there is an adjective. There is an adjective that you mean in this situation. So there is an adjective. I wonder if anybody else knows. So it's not emergency. So an adjective for I think in Chinese you probably say 很紧急的情况 or 紧要的情况. And Julia knows it. Yes, exactly. An urgent. So if something urgent happens. So you can say if an emergency happens, or if something urgent happens. Either of those would be okay. And the last thing, just at the end, you said something about COVID-19. You said if it had been before COVID-19, I wouldn't have come back so successfully. And so probably not successfully. Can you think of another word? Maybe not successfully, but.
Can I say effortlessly? Or
that would be good.
Smoothly?
Yeah, that would be good. Okay, yeah. So Lee's idea here is probably the best one. I think smoothly. I wouldn't have come back so smoothly. Yeah, that would have been the best one probably. But very good, Frank. And somebody is asking me, what score would Frank get in the exam? Well, I don't know, because I just listened to him talk for 2 minutes, and really to give a score, I need to listen to him talk for more. But I guess Frank would probably at least get an 8. I guess, just from listening to him for 2 minutes, I guess he'll probably get an 8. But I'd need to listen to him for more time before I could be sure of that. All right, Frank?
Thank you so much, John.
You're welcome. Okay, good job. Okay. Leah, all right. Okay, right. So who wants to be next? So, okay, we've got 12 people waiting, so I'm going to pick somebody at random. I'm going to go for number 9. Just turn on your microphone. Sometimes it takes some time. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes. What's your name?
My name is Leah.
Leah. Okay, cool, Leah. So the same topic for you. So, again, tell us about a good decision that you made recently.
Okay, so the good decision I made recently is doing exercise at home. So in a time when many people around the globe were in lockdown, so did I. The fear of sedentary life and pulling the point are forcing me to find a novel way to move the body and distract my muscles. So I picked yoga as the way to help me stay mobile, and there was many affordable training courses. And indeed,
Leah, 你已经准备了这个话题吗？
Yes, I did.
然后你在准备的过程中把你的答案写下来吗？你写出了你的答案？
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
I'm reading my script. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, 这个一点都没有用，你的考官会很讨厌听那样的。
Okay, I will get a write up this script. It's okay.
Okay,
sorry.
Yeah, okay, so 我如果你想继续回答的话也可以，所以如果你想再做一遍，我可以现在就找另外一个人，然后你可以准备一个自发的自然的回答，然后我可以再找你来回答，你要这样做吗？
All right. Okay.
So I'll leave your mic open. 所以我不会关到你的麦克风，你可以他走了，所以你以后可以回来。但是我要提醒大家，真的不要这样背诵你的答案，不要那样准备你的回答。你可以看那些雅思 Part 2，然后你可以想一下 ，OK， 如果我拿到那个话题，我大概会说什么？然后你也可以练习说你的答案，你也可以录制自己说你的答案，但是不要那样过于的准备，千万不要写你的答案。这个是一个口语考试，不是一个写作考试。英语写作和口语，什么语言的写作和口语都要区别，所以这些回答，我听了2句话就觉得是太过于准备，所以你的考官一点都不会喜欢那样的回答。然后在 Part 3到了 Part 3的时候，考官会，如果你 Part 1和 Part 2都提出的是背诵的答案，在 Part 3考官会特别问你一些非常难回答的问题，然后在 Part 3你真正的英语水平会录出来，然后考官就会尽量自己在 Part 3让你失败，然后后来你的分数不会高。Okay, right, so let's get another person. Right, I'm going to go with number 4. Hello, Wendy, can you hear me?
Hi, John. Hi. Yeah, I can.
Hi, Wendy. Okay, so all right. So Wendy, when you're ready, tell us about a good decision that you made recently.
Okay. Yeah, shall I begin now?
Please.
Okay. I think the most right decision I've ever made was about 3 years ago. I gave up my major as being an accountant. I chose to study this major mainly because my daddy forced me to do this, because he told me that a lot of people graduate from this major, they will become some privileged people in the future. So that's why I chose this major. But actually, I was not interested in this major at all. So the whole process of the university time was was a torture for me. So I quit this job. I quit this major, which needed a lot of courage, I think, because we've paid a lot of money on it. And I chose to be an English teacher for primary school students. I think this was a very good decision, and I was proud of myself. Firstly, I think I'm a very talkative person, so I like talking to different people. This job fulfilled me with that aspect. The secondly and most importantly, this job gave me a sense of fulfillment, which I think is the most important thing in my life, because from this job I helped a lot of students. And
thank you, Wendy. Thank you. Well done, Wendy. Okay, good job. So that's about a minute and a half. So I know you could have kept talking and said more, but I want to move on to other students. So anyway, good job. Pretty good answer overall. So it was a pretty logical thing to talk about, and you explained it pretty well. And you sounded very natural. I didn't notice any pronunciation mistakes, or no, maybe a couple of little things, but very little things. Your pronunciation was generally very good, and you spoke quite fluently in your answer. So a lot of good things there, Wendy. Well done.
Okay, thanks.
A few little corrections. So the first, what you talked about, you said, I gave up my major as being an accountant. I gave up my major as being an accountant. I think instead of saying you gave up your major, you'd probably be better off saying I changed my university course, because you changed from accounting to education, I guess, or to teaching. Isn't that right?
But actually, I didn't change my course, because I chose to be an English teacher after I graduated from university.
Okay, so you graduated. So you graduated from university, and then you just
I graduated as an accountant.
So then it's not your major. It's not your major. So 上大学的时候，你的专业就是你的 major， 但是上大学以后，那个已经不是你的 major。你知道应该是什么吗？
Should I say after I graduated from university, I chose to become a teacher rather than being an accountant?
Yeah, but you said I gave up my major, so it's not. So
it's kind of confusing, right?
It's not confusing. It's just wrong. Okay. So,
okay.
上大学的时候，那是你的 major， 所以你大学的专业是你的 major， 但是大学毕业以后，那个已经不是你的 major, so you didn't give up your major. And so Jason has an idea here. So he's saying, give up, what she gave up was her career, or you could say, I gave up my profession. Or maybe as somebody else says, I gave up my job. So that's what you gave up. You didn't give up your major. If you graduated, you didn't give up your major. You gave up your career, or as somebody said, you changed your career, or you changed your job, or you changed your profession, or something like that. So it's not your major, all right? And let's see, another little thing you said, we paid a lot of money on it. We paid a lot of money on it. And so it's not a collocation. You've got two different collocations mixed up there. So it's not pay money on something. It's
spent.
Exactly. Well done, Wendy. Yes, exactly. We spent a lot of money on it. You could say we paid a lot of money for it, but I think for this, what you're talking about here, we spent a lot of money on it would be perfect. And then the last thing you said, the secondly and most important. The secondly and most important. So not secondly, or not the secondly, but
secondly and the most importantly.
Okay, yeah, you could just say secondly. You could say secondly and most importantly, or you could just say the second and most important thing. So you can't say the second. Either secondly or the second. Either of those would be okay. So, okay, Wendy, well done. Good answer apart from those little things. So just some little problems, but a lot of good sentences in your answer, and your answer was fluent and it was logical. So well done. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome. Okay. So I'm going to go back to Leah. She's ready now, hopefully, with another answer.
Hi, it's me.
Hello again, Leah.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you ready?
Give me another chance. So, I will still stay that topic and the thing I want to talk about. I just getting rid of my script. Okay. So the good decision that I made recently is doing exercise during the pandemic, or more specific, it's during the lockdown, because it's just like many people around the globe were in lockdown. So did I. So based on the fears of sedentary life and pulling the pound, I forced myself to do something.
Leah，问题就是你已经背诵了那个的，所以你忘记不了你已经背诵的，你已经背诵的那些句子，所以这些句子听上去一点都不自然，听上去就是很书面的，母语人说话的时候基本上不会说出的英语，所以就是你应该就忘记那个答案，你应该准备另外一个话题。然后我说准备的是跟大部分人说准备有完全不一样的意思，所以我说准备的就是想起来一个你其他的你可以回答的，你可以用来回答的故事，回答这个话题的故事，然后练习自发的说出来那个故事，没了，这样就好，然后不会完美。但是，所有学生的英语就本身不是完美的，但是这样的答案一点都不好，一点都不行，因为你的考官就会有很多句子就是我们永远不会说的，所以你的确肯定要改变这个回答。Sorry, Leah, but that's the truth. Okay, so let's see. Right, so, okay, 已经北京时间8点1刻，所以我们应该开始练 Part 3。Part 3之前，我要提醒大家一些事情。第一个就是我们要 Learn with John， 不是 Learn with John， 就是 John 提供一些准备雅思的小组课。所以如果你打算是2月份或者明年1月份考雅思，然后你要准备你的口语，你可以来跟我每个礼拜2次练习口语，在小组课里最多有4个学生，也许只有3个学生。所以要参加那些课的话，应该先关注我公众号，就是 Learn with John， 然后在公众号上你可以联系到Lin，然后Lin会告诉你如何参加那个课。我们好像这个礼拜已经订满了，但是大概从23号、24号左右以后，应该有空位，所以应该尽可能的早订课，因为也许我们24号要是几号？好像也就是24号要开的课，也许很快就订满了，所以应该尽可能的早定位。还有就是这些 Part 2我已经说了，你不要背诵，但是如果你想起来任何合理的回答这些 Part 2话题的 ideas， 你可以来看一个母语人如何回答这些 Part 2话题。我在这边 CC Talk 就在那个屏幕上的小书包里，有一个叫做考官约翰雅思口语 Part 2画本那个课程，然后在那边我要所有9月份出版的 Part 2话题，我就是录制自己回答这些话题，然后我们也提供文本，所以你可以边听我回答这些 Part 2话题，然后边读那些语言的文本，然后可以不要背诵我的那些回答，但是你可以从每一个回答拿出一些好用的句子、好用的英语表达，然后可以改善你自己说的Part 2回答，或者基本上就改善你的英语口语。Okay, so let's go on to Part 3. Let's see. 有些学生问问题，所以 中文聊天也有 hesitation， 所以问题就是如果不准备就会有很多 hesitation 就是在说话的时候就是会停顿，也许吧，但是所以然后有一个学生已经回答，就说我们用中文聊天的时候也会有，也会，或者我们用母语的时候，也会偶尔停顿，也会偶尔有一些 hesitation， 但是大部分，所以那个取决于你的级别，如果你的流利性级别很低，你基本上完成每一句话都会停顿，完成不了任何一句话。但是如果你多练习英语，如果你多听英语，如果你每个礼拜多练习你的口语，你会慢慢培养你的流利性，然后也许每3句话会停顿一次，然后你继续提高英语水平。再过了这个月以后，你也许就是每5句话才会停顿一次。然后母语人我们说话的时候也会偶尔停顿，但是就是很自然的，我们不会在每一句话的说出每一句话的过程中都会停顿。所以一个比如说一个有7分级别的流利性的雅思口语7分级别流利性的学生，他应该会就是用一口气完成一个完整的英语句子，所以一口气说完一句话。如果你不能那样做，那就意味着你流利性不行，然后你要继续练习你的英语，继续提高你的流利性。OK， let's see. Let's see. I'm a student majoring in journalism. So Leah saying, I'm a student majoring in journalism. I guess I can improve the layout of your passage freely if you want. So glad to learn with you every Tuesday. I don't know what you're talking about, Wendy.然后 OK， 有一些人谈论了一些事情，但是好像没有问问题。OK， 所以我们可以马上开始 Part 3。但是先要做我们今天的第3个 challenge， 第3个挑战。我给大家翻一下。So challenge, so right, okay, so challenge 3, right, so make a decision, make an appointment， 这是2个我们英语母语人经常用的词语搭配，就是2个很常用的 collocations。所以你们的挑战就是要想起来5个其他的用 make the collocations， 用 make 的词语搭配。所以我们可以说 make a decision， 我们可以说 make an appointment， 还有什么呢 ？make a or make an， 所以已经有一些人回答，但是你要先想起来5个才回答。你先想一下，想到有5个，然后整5个都要一起发给我，一个都没有什么用。OK， 我看一些人的都不太对。OK， 有一些是对的，有一些不太对。不要发一个，先想一下，等到你们有5个，有5个，然后整5个一起发给我。OK， 有一个 ，So make a contribution, make a point, make an appointment。那个我已经说了 make an appointment 不行 ，make an appointment 就是我的例子，所以我提供了2个例子 ，appointment 就是一个。Wendy make a progress，progress 是不可数的，所以我们不可以说 make a progress。Mia make a plan, make a difference, make a wish, make a fortune, make a speech. Very good, Mia. Well done. Excellent, Mia. So, yeah, so Mia again. So Mia, you can be the first one to enter part 3. Let's see, we've got some other people. Make a reservation, make a mistake. Well done. Make a difference. Good. Make an apology. Very good. Make a face. Very good. Well done, Julia. Good job. Lydia, make bed. You forgot the A is important. Mom, make a plan, make a friend. Good. Make so it's not. So remember 我说的就是应该是 make a 或者 make an。所以你可以说 make trouble， 但是 trouble 是不可数的，所以不可以说 make a trouble。Lee, make a plan, make a reservation, make a timetable. Very good. Make a difference. Good. Make a mistake. Well done, Lee. Good job. Well done. Wendy, make an improvement, make a contribution, make a complaint, make trouble, make sense. 所以我已经说了，应该是 a 或者 an。还有一个学生 make an arrangement, make a deal, make a mistake, make a plan, make a reservation. Well done. Yes, good. 还有一个学生 make a wish, make a story. No, 我们不，你可以说 make a story， 但是肯定不是一个常用的词语搭配。Make the bed, yeah， 但是那不是 a。Loon, make a mistake, make sense 不是 a， 所以应该都是可数名词，就是 make a 或者 make an。 All right. OK， 还有一个学生厉害就是 make a noise. Good. Make an apologize. No, so it's make an apology. Make an apology. Jason, yeah. Yeah, Jason, make a mistake, make a reservation, make an order, make a deal, make a gift. And no, we don't make a gift usually. We don't make a gift. We give a gift or receive a gift. We don't make a gift. Somebody said make progress. 所以 make progress 不行，因为我已经说了，应该都是可数名词，应该是 a 或者 an。然后 Sherry, make a cake. Yep, make a cake. That's a good one. Okay. All right. So anyway, let's move on to part 3. And so I think it was Mia. Yeah, Mia was the winner of the competition. So Mia, you can be the first person to answer our part 3 questions. So I'm going to turn on your microphone.
Hi, John.
Hello again, Mia. Hello. Okay. So Mia, some questions for you that are all about decision making, all about making decisions in general. So question number 1. What kinds of decisions do people need to make every day?
I think in our country we always think about what things we want to eat for our lunch or our dinner, and sometimes we need to go shopping, so we need a plan about what things we need to buy, and sometimes we need to make a important decision about our work or our study, so we may think about how we make a timetable, or how we make a skill. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So some people think that making lots of decisions can be very tiring. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't think so, because every day we make decisions for our life. If we don't make decisions, our life could be in a chaos. So I think making decisions can make our life in order, and we can do our things step by step, or we can follow our plan we made. Then we can remember everything we need to do. Yeah.
Thank you. So do you think that parents should make nearly all the decisions for their children, or should they give children freedom to make their own decisions?
I think parents should give the right for children to make their own decisions, because this can develop children's independent thinking, and they can maybe they can learn how to make decisions on something very important, and they cannot depend on their parents very much. In the long way, they may learn how to take care of themselves and don't rely on their parents so much. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Mia. Okay. So pretty good, Mia. Pretty good. So some good sentences in all of your answers, and mostly pretty logical answers. And so yeah, most of your answers pretty much made sense. There was one thing I didn't quite understand that I'll talk to you about in a moment. But most of your answers were pretty good. You had some good collocations there in your last answer. For example, depend on their parents, or rely on their parents. Very good. So those are both good collocations. You use them well. Let's see. So the first question was, what kinds of decisions do people have to make every day? Now your answer was pretty good. You talked about about what I think people have to decide what to eat, and maybe what to wear or something else. I can't remember, but your answer was pretty logical. The problem was you began your answer by saying, in our country. So the question was, what kinds of decisions do people have to make every day? And you said, well, in our country, people have to decide what they eat for lunch and what they eat for breakfast and whatever. So why in your country, Mia? You think people in other countries don't have to decide what to eat for lunch, or what? Why in your country?
对，就是因为我以前读过一个文章，就是因为中国本来也就是一个美食的国家，然后就很多外国人都会认为我们国家很关注吃，然后每次就是像英国他们就是陌生人碰面了会talk about the weather，but 我们中国人就是一碰面了就会谈论，哎呀你今天中午吃了什么，然后就会这样子，所以我就觉得在我们国家，
那个是另外一个话题。你觉得英国人没有必要决定他们每天吃的东西吗？
他们会决定，就是他们会这样子决定，但是就是我当时的反应就是可能作为因为考官嘛，就是外国人可能就会觉得我们可能更关注于吃这一个方面嘛，所以我就突然就想 in our country， 然后 we always decided 什么什么什么的，然后我就这样子想的。
OK， 但是这样是跑题的，因为问题不是关于 your country.
Okay.
What kind of decisions do people have to make every day? And so if the question was what kinds of decisions do Chinese people have to make every day, then you could talk about your country. But it wasn't that. It was what kinds of questions do people have to make every day. And anyway, It doesn't matter if you're in China or in England or in Brazil or wherever, you still have to decide what to eat for lunch. You still have to decide what to eat for breakfast. So it doesn't matter how much your culture is interested in food or not. Okay? So that was one little logical problem. Okay. At the end of that question, you said something about how we make a skill. So it's not make a skill. I think you were probably because we've been talking about make so much in that challenge. You probably still had make in your brain. So not make a skill.
Make a schedule.
Oh, make a schedule. Okay. Make a schedule. All right. So maybe you just got confused between skill and schedule. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So make a schedule. It's okay. Right. In the second one, so the second answer, there was one sentence that I didn't understand. You said something about if we don't make decisions, you said our life could be in a kiln or something. Our life could be in a something. I didn't understand.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. It is CHAOS.
Okay. Right. So a couple of things. So the word is chaos.
Okay.
Chaos. Right. So that's the word. So first, it's uncountable. Okay. So there's no such thing as chaos. No such thing as chaos. It's just our life could be in chaos. Be in chaos. Right. And then the pronunciation is chaos.
Chaos.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So then the third one. So the third answer was pretty good. Just at one time you said in the long way, and it's a good expression. You just got one word wrong. So it's not in the long way. It's in the long run. Exactly. In the long run. So not in the long way, but in the long run, which basically means 长期来说, 长期来讲. Okay, so that was the main problem with the third one. But overall, pretty good answers, Mia. Well done. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to get a couple of more people. So I'm going to choose somebody else at random. I'm going to go for number 3.
Hello, John. Can you hear me?
Hello. Hi. I can hear you clearly. What's your name?
My name is Laura.
Hi, Laura. Okay, good to talk to you. Laura, so some more questions for you about the same topic. So all about decision making in general. So, Laura, what do you think generally causes people to make bad decisions with their money?
Okay, I think when it comes to that, when the people see something they really want, but they are in a situation like they are very easily to make repulsive decisions, they would make bad decisions to spend their money, or they just happen to have a very strong desire to buy something, but certain advertisement has seduced him or her to do this kind of thing, then people might make bad decisions.
Okay, so in general, do people in rich countries make better decisions with their money than people in poor countries?
Okay, let me think. I think, first of all, the people in the rich country means maybe they have a lot more money than the people who live in a poor country. So I think, in my perspective, the people would feel more cautious to spend their money while they don't have enough one. So I think maybe the people living in poor country may make more wise choices about it. So I think the people who live in rich country would more possible to make bad choices about money.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so before we make a big decision in our lives, is it always a good idea to consult with other people about it?
Yes, I think we should absolutely consult our situation with other people, because they can always provide some other perspectives. Maybe they can think about something we don't have any clue, and but there is also can create other issues, like maybe the other guy don't fully understand our circumstance, so maybe they can give wrong answers too. I think the point is that we have to know what we really want, and then we can try to balance our decisions and other people's suggestions.
Okay, thank you. All right, Laura, pretty good answers overall. Well done. A lot of good things in your answers. Your pronunciation is very good. It seems so, very clear pronunciation. I didn't think you made any pronunciation mistakes in your answers, and you kept up a good rhythm with your sentences. So you sounded pretty natural in your production of sentences, and so pretty good quality answers overall. A few little grammar mistakes, a few little vocabulary mistakes, but nothing too bad. Let's see, one. So in your first answer, so this sentence had a couple of mistakes. You said they are very easily to make repulsive decisions. Right. So there's a couple of things there. So first of all, it's not repulsive decision. So you're kind of confused between. Yes, exactly. Impulsive.
Yeah, I picked the wrong words.
Yeah. Okay. But good. But at least you know the word anyway. So that's good. Impulsive decision.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done. But the other mistake in that sentence is you said they are very easily to. So they are very easily to make whatever impulsive decisions. So that's not right. So in English, when we say 他们很容易做某一件事情, the grammar of it is different from Chinese. So it's the word order is different. And so does anybody know? So I'm not sure. Maybe you can't.
You're more inclined to do something.
Yeah, that would be okay. But so basically, I want to make sure that everybody knows how you can say this. So I want to ask everybody, not just you, Laura, everybody.
Okay.
How would you say 他们都很容易做某一件事情? How can we say that? So I want to get some people to write in the answer. I'm sure some people know the answer. And everybody needs to know the answer because this is very important. Wendy, good job. Okay, it is easy for them to. It is easy for them to. Yeah, and so you could say it is easy for them to make impulsive decisions. You could say that. And somebody else is saying they do something easily. Yeah, so you could say they make impulsive decisions easily. They make impulsive decisions easily. That would be okay as well. And so just be careful with that. A lot of people make this mistake. And so it's not to be easy to do something. It's to do something easily. To do something easily. Or it could be it is easy to do something. All right, that was one thing. Let's see. Then there was one question about should we consult with other people before making big decisions? You said we should consult our situation with other people. We should consult our situation with other people. So we can't consult a situation.
Okay.
So it's not consult a situation. It's consult
our circumstance.
No. So it's consult with other people about a situation. So you can only consult with a person, consult with someone. So we should consult with other people about our situation. That would be okay. And let's see. And you had a very good sentence in your second answer that I want to highlight for everybody as well. You said they have a strong desire. Very good. I can't remember what it was. Maybe they have a strong desire to buy something or something like that. But anyway, that was a good collocation, a good phrase. So to have a strong desire to do something. So that was good. So overall, very good answers, Laura. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Nice talking to you. You're welcome. Okay. Let's see. Somebody is asking a question. So Mung wants to know: does the examiner care about the accent? Does the examiner care about the candidate's accent? And Wendy has kind of answered already. They don't care about whether the accent is British or American, but they care about it if it is Chinese. Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah, that's kind of true. So, 考官关注的就是你的发音，不是你的口音，就是你的发音。所以只要你的发音听上去自然就好，只要你的发音是准确的就好。所以你听上去一个英国人也好，美国人也好，澳大利亚人也好，南非的人也好，所以只要你的发音是准确的，而且是自然的，那是最关键的。口音和发音是两回事。所以你听上去一个英国人、一个美国人或者来自其他地方的母语人都没关系，但是你应该尽量听上去一个母语人。Okay, let's see. Okay, so right, I'm going to get one more student. So, all right, who are we going to get? We're going to get number 2 this time. Hello.
Hi, Jason. George. I'm Jason.
Hi, hello, Jason. Hi, Jason. Okay, so Jason, some questions for you about decision making in general. Okay, so what kinds of decisions do people have to make every day?
They have to make the decision like what they should do every day. Like what's your plan of your work or your study, and when you have to like prepare for examination, you have to have a very delicate plan to study for today, like which subject and which part, and you have to focus on the whole exam. Like today is for the math, another day is for the other subject, and also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, does making a lot of decisions every day get tiring? Can it be tiring?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Because if you have to face a lot of work, like if you don't have enough time to finish all the jobs, you will feel very anxious, and sometimes you even feel I have to quit because all this stuff they're really annoying, and you just don't know which part to start and which part to do next. So when you have this kind of time, you should just calm down and focus on the things that you really need to focus, like what I should really do today. What's my most emergent thing? Like if you have a exam tomorrow and you have to prepare for this subject, and if you have a very like challenging examination, you should you should spend more time at this subject like this.
Thank you. So in general, thank you, Jason. So in general, do you think parents should make most of the decisions for their children, or should they give children the freedom to make decisions for themselves?
I think it depends on the different person. Like if your child is like
in general,
maybe as for me, I will hold the belief that parents shouldn't bother their children, because they all have their own decision. They have their own life, and you don't know all about your children's life, and you just know part of them, and you don't know what they would do and why they would do that. So I think they should give them more freedom to just plan their life by themselves.
Okay. Thanks, Jason. All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. Pretty good, Jason. So some good sentences in your answers. There's a little bit of noise in the background, so there was some things I couldn't quite hear clearly, but it seemed like your answers were pretty good overall. You had some good vocabulary, like you said. You will feel very anxious. Well done. That's a good word, and you pronounce that word correctly. A lot of people pronounce it incorrectly, but you pronounce it correctly. Anxious. Well done. So a lot of good things in your answers, and then a few points where you made a few little mistakes. Like in your first answer, you said about a very delicate plan. A very delicate plan. So delicate is the wrong word there. It's the wrong adjective. I think you got it confused with another one. So not a delicate plan, but probably a
exact plan.
That would be good. Yeah, good. An exact plan. Wendy also has a good idea. A detailed plan. So to make a detailed plan, that's the most common collocation there. That would be good. Okay. Then let's see. In another answer, you said. I think you said focus on the most emergent thing. The most emergent thing. So I talked to another student about this earlier. So it's not the most emergent thing. And emergent doesn't have that meaning that you think it has. So not the most emergent thing, but
maybe actually emergency. urgent.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. The adjective is urgent. So the most urgent thing, or we might just say the most important thing. Either of those would be okay. So focus on the most urgent thing or the most important thing, but not emergent. Emergent has a completely different meaning. Okay. And let's see. And then just the last one. So Jason, in part 3, never begin your answer by saying it depends on something. So you said, so the question was, should parents make most of the decisions for their children, or should they give their children the freedom to make decisions? And you said it depends on the different person. What you mean is it depends on the person, or it depends on the people. But never begin your answer with it depends in part 3, Jason, because everything depends. Everything. Of course, it depends on the person. Of course, that's obvious. But saying that is of no value. It's of no value to the conversation. It's of no value to the examiner. And so it's just better to never, in part 3, never say that it depends on something. Never start your answer by saying it depends on something, because everything always depends on something. Pointing that out just kind of, it treats your examiner like he or she is an idiot. And so never start an answer with it depends. Remember, all these questions, they're all about general things. So in general, is it better for them to make decisions for their children, or in general, is it better for them to let the children make decisions? Okay, that was it for you, Jason. Thank you. Good job overall. Thank you. Okay, guys. So let's see. I'm not sure if we have any other questions. So一个人说 you， 所以在回答问题的时候，可不可以用 you？Yeah， 可以。因为我们母语人经常那样做，我们经常会说，for example， you shouldn't smoke because smoking is bad for your health。我们说那样的句子的时候，不一定是说 you 你那个人不应该吸烟，因为抽烟对身体不好。很多时候我们就是说人不应该抽烟，因为对身体不好。我们就会说 you shouldn't smoke because smoking is bad for your health。所以你在雅思的时候，在雅思口语肯定可以用 you， 就是谈论所有人的时候可以用 you。OK， 还有问题吗？所以下一个问题，写作题该从哪里找你的 speaker？所以我给你一个意见，就是 italki.com 有很多不同语言的，但是特别有很多不同语言的不同母语老师，然后他们提供口语课，也提供写作课，不同类型的课。如果我要练习外语写作的话，我会招聘一个老师，然后我不会跟老师上课，我就是会给他付钱，然后把我做的写作，我会发邮件给他，然后让他修改，然后回给我，所以我不会跟他上课，但是我会自己练习我的写作，然后把我写的外语发给他，然后就可以在 italki 找老师。还有问题？Wendy， 12月的考试一定要考新话题。12月，12月的话题就是5月份的，今年5月份举办的，加9月份举办的，所以每一次都有50个话题，然后一般的是所以在12月份的时候，25个那些50个话题是来自5月份，然后25个是9月份的。所以如果你12月份考试，5月份的话题，你遇到一个5月份的话题的可能性就是50%，就是1/2。9月份的话题就是50%，就是1/2。然后在1月份，会有新的话题，所以如果你1月份考试，你也许会遇到那些1月份举办的，也许会遇到 9月份举办的。然后问还有人问在 Manchester 考在英国英国中国所有国家的话题都一样，所以话题都一样。OK， 如果没有其他问题的话，那今天的课就可以今天的课就可以现在结束。不要忘记，如果你要跟我一起练习口语，你可以先加我的微信，然后练习0，他会告诉你如何参加我们 Learn with John 小组课。还有在这边 CC Talk， 我有不同类型的关于外语学习的和关于学习英语的课程，我特别推荐快速学会外语。如果每一个学生都上了那个快速学会外语课程，他们都会知道如何学习一门外语，如何在1年或者也许2年之内把任何一门外语学到相对就是学到很高的水平，然后不会浪费很多钱买很多没有用的教材，不会浪费很多时间用很多没有效果的方法学习外语，所以我特别推荐那个课程，就是快速学会外语课程。OK， 还有一个问题，请问美国日常口语就是美国的日常口语可以在雅思考试里面用，应该用的就是母语人会用的口语，所以世界上的很多英语母语人都是美国人，所以当然可以。OK， 那就今天的课就结束，不要忘记给这一节课点评。然后最后下个礼拜，我也许就在爱尔兰，然后我在爱尔兰的老家就在长沙，网络在那边不太稳定，所以不一定下个礼拜会有这个直播，还不一定，我们下个礼拜会通知你们。但是如果我下个礼拜在爱尔兰，也许没有课。Okay, thanks guys. See you next time. Bye bye.